Clash of Clans podcast, episode 89. We're getting up there, Scotty.
We are.
And we're back with a Clash of Clans with Fans of Sands and Republican Boneyard. My pal, Scotty. It's Scotty.
Hey, it's actually the 100th episode.
What?
There's all the lost episodes in between.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of 100th episodes, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was like...
What about the 100th episode? We're going to do something live. Big showdown.
Yeah, what can we do for a...
Have to have special guest stars come on. Be like a 3-hour-long episode.
3-hour-long Twitch event.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that'd be kind of cool? Like, we get everybody, people can Skype in, and we could be Twitching a thing, and then record it for the air.
I'm totally Johnny Carson. You're Ed McMahon. Hey-o!
Oh, you want us to be on camera?
I don't know.
Can you imagine, like, have the Merv Griffin set, like, in...
Totally, yes. Sitting
in
at the desk
Seinfeld?
with the cards. Hey!
Well, we kind of do have it set up like that. We won't really need much.
We'd have to paint the blue marks off the wall.
Yeah. Maybe.
Set of a backdrop.
Yeah.
That's way easier than painting. Just hang some sheets.
Yeah.
Some dark blue sheets, yeah.
Okay, that'd be pretty fun. I guess we'll have to figure it out.
Well, we're here at the WBSN2 radio studios talking all things Clash Clans at ClashClansPodcast.com. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
And Diet Pepsi.
What's new, Scotty? What you got going on?
Well,
what's the rundown?
Well, I guess the one thing I didn't write down that we need to talk about is the hog price decrease.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a bump for everybody. Hogs and loons, half price, half time. So what are you rating with, hogs or loons?
Barb and archers.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
I got my loons going, and some wizards, and then tons of minions. Just going for the gold and elixir now, because what I'm doing now is putting up Legos. I've got
nice.
Well, that's the next thing. I got the outer ring, the big ring, is all black. Like,
I was going to ask.
The horizontal pieces are still all crystal. I'm just going to not touch them for a while. And then the inner ring is now
ding 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 ding
going to
the main event.
Full Legos. I have 5, 10, 16 of them, 16 out of 44 to make it all that, and then I can move on to other stuff.
Wait, how'd you know that number by heart?
Yeah, there's 44. It's a 12 by 12.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. I was like, well, he keeps very carefully.
I've been looking at it and counting it and putting blocks in because they're $1 million a piece now. It takes a while.
Do you keep going back and checking how many you have left?
I'm constantly looking at it because which one am I going to put it? Which corner am I going to start first and then finish, or should I go to the other corner and put another block?
Does it look good over here or over here?
Yeah. So I got working in the corners, working in the middle.
I have
loving the fact that I can dump elixir in it.
I only have 61 more Legos to go.
Boo.
I've been pumping like the one resource every time.
What's the next one? Lava? Is that the next one?
Yeah.
Got any of those?
No. I've just got
a 3 mil a pop.
None. Yeah, I don't have any of those. And I'm kind of strategizing that part of the game because if I fill up with Legos now and I have a lot of defenses, I can't get rid of elixir until I hit 3 million. If I get all my Legos done.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be a bigger target for loot. Because if I'm going to save up for any defense, let's say to 8 million, well, I don't have anything to spend elixir on until I hit 3 million.
That's interesting, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the available loot is going to be different. So I think I'm going to switch to doing defenses and get most of them done. And if I run out of walls, then I'll find myself in that problem, but I just don't want to get hit over and over and not be able to save.
Well, yeah. I think I'm probably going to put the 4 corner walls in the center ring, make them lava before I'm done with walls.
You are?
Yeah, I think that'll have to be the word. Knock out the corners again, because when I was working on the black, the 4 corners were all Lego, and have been for a long time. Like, I made that shit in the center corner of the first, and then started on the outside. And because it's one big ring, it just took. I'm like, I just ignored it for so long because you can come in anywhere.
Yeah.
But the point is, you have to come in one spot, from way out on the end. So
while you're doing it, it's like, and as you start upgrading.
Well, and then you start in the corners because I want people to come in right in the middle on any side because then they have to walk all the way around that middle stripe, because they come in on the ground. Everybody does. I haven't got hit by an air attack in, I don't know, months since I've started this thing. In war, maybe somebody will
and
come
this goes to all outside. You have the big outer ring.
Yeah.
Around your...
The boneyard, right?
Okay,
the big outer ring.
Yeah.
And then a 12 by 12 middle ring with everything, all the good stuff in it. And then the horizontal pieces so that when they come in, they walk around instead of through. And that works. All the traps are at the ends of those walls.
Okay.
And so everything that comes around the corner hits all the traps, yeah.
Well, Xace has been like that, but pretty...
Yeah, you did the same thing, but you have so much less stuff to put in it.
I know.
So it's so spread out that somebody can wander in and hit 1-2 corners at a time and knock the whole thing out.
Yeah, it's not fun. And I'm still so behind on Xace with everything. I mean, I was like, I don't have time to farm this very much, and so now it's like,
well,
just
the last time we talked, you still hadn't maxed out your pumps and mines, and
I'm
even
still
your
not
storages.
finished.
You're killing me.
I am finished with my storages.
Finally.
Yeah, and I've got another barrack going up.
To what?
This is on my TH8.
To what? Healers?
No, I have the healers. I just didn't have. I still don't have the P.E.K.K.A. But I have so much research to do yet. I did get hogs.
The P.E.K.K.A. Don't bother. Work on everything else first.
Well,
max out the things you use first, and then the things that are secondary, and then get to the P.E.K.K.A.
Well, I shouldn't have done the dragons because then the air sweeper comes along. But I guess I haven't seen too many powerful ones yet with the
fart gun. There's so many ways around that thing. I've run up against it, used well, and then I've run up against it and used it to its own disadvantage. It kept my minions where I want. It helped me funnel my air army. You know what I mean?
You've watched the Mighty Ducks a bunch of times, and you know how to...
The Flying V, right.
Yeah.
It's like a reverse Flying V. You're coming at it, that way.
How to work the system.
Well, those... I don't know.
Maybe it should have been called the whoopee cushion.
I stick to my word from last episode. Those air sweepers are stupid. I'm not yet come to like them like you predicted.
Well, I guess you haven't...
It's just dumb. I don't know. It's...
Maybe you should design your base so you get hit with air, and then and play with it that way. Maybe you'd have a lot of fun with it.
And every time I've seen it used well, it's when it's at one end and it's pointed back in the middle. I've seen them used where they're kind of sunk in towards the middle, facing out in the corner, and it's got the heroes there in front of them. So if you wanted to try to send in air to get the heroes, it would be a difficult, or dragons. But you'd go ground for heroes anyway.
Yeah. And really the ones you've seen that have been effective are probably ones that people just put somewhere because they were upgrading.
By accident? It worked by accident.
It worked by accident, yeah. Because I have seen it just affect the attacks just enough a couple times. I think I was doing pretty consistent with Xace, and then... It does force you into a different approach than maybe I would normally take, I guess, with, like where I'd come in at a village. Maybe I'm hitting it a little bit different because of those things.
Huh.
I don't know. I've been using Drag Steel War.
For Zace.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta. That's your one, bullet.
Were you on Hagen War with player one?
Well, eventually, probably. I mean, that's the next... that's the next attack that I need to get. It's those two that you can use as a Town Hall 8 pretty consistently, right? You know, it's either one or the other that you can do. An anti-drag base is a hog base, you know what I mean?
It really would be kind of fun to get back to that point where you're actually using hogs in war and you're having a really good time with it. You're like, wee! Because...
it was fun. Like, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, because if you're in some of these wars, you have to be hitting, 10s with these Infernos, so it's like... the nines get to be in that range where you get to have a real good time with those hogs. And people are good at it too, especially throw some loons in and stuff, and the nines on hog attacks is what I'm talking about.
What? I totally spaced it. What are you talking about? I was looking at
The nines.
What? Tunnel nines again and using hogs?
Well, what? Yeah, how much fun it would be.
Yeah.
Don't you remember those days?
Yeah. But
were you ever a hogger?
I invented that shit, man.
Did you?
Remember? I had my hogs out. They were blasted. I loved them things. When Mr. Teeves would run in, it was so great. And they were so powerful back then. Remember the first nerf? You could just run over everything with those things. It was fantastic.
Did you give up on them after they nerfed them? Is that what happened?
No, I played with them for a while, but then I got my air shit going. It was the first time I saw Max Loons go in and wipe something out. I'm like, those are awesome. and I maxed them out. I probably went 3-4 levels to max before I ever used them. And then once they were black, I took them to town. And the Loonian was I don't know. I'm not saying I invented the Loonian, but Loons and Minions. Yeah, that was great.
Okay. I could just imagine that. And we probably talked about it on a podcast where you were like, oh my God, did you see these balloons? I think they came out with level 6 at the time with a big jump. Right.
Yeah, and they look awesome.
Yeah, when you saw the pirate flag.
Perfect. Like, I saw them things come out, a whole horde of them. I'm like, what is this attack? And they just washed over the whole thing and then went back and killed everyone.
Drools running down your mouth.
Nobody had air defense. That wasn't a thing. Like, dragons, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get my air defense up. Yeah, that's the thing now.
Do you have your air defense maxed on Boneyard?
No. They're one away from being maxed. And they probably will be one of the last things because I don't need them, I guess. I don't know. I've been thinking about a base change. We're probably just going to bring in, I think we talked about it last episode. I'm just going to tighten it all in a little closer.
Well, hey, let
some shit overlap a little more.
Why don't we talk about the Kryptonian family feud right up front?
You mean the plan to have a war, not the inter-clan politics, right?
Yeah. Right. I'm
talking
about this weekend. We talked about it last week on the podcast, which was actually the one that went up today. We decided to do a Kryptonian all-star. Well, it's...
You're not explaining it very well, Scotty.
Well, no, I'm trying to think about what we talked about on the episode. We said it was kind of like an all-star.
Everybody from the Kryptonian clans could sign up, and we'll try to get 100 people and match them up number-wise and just randomly break them into 2 teams and try to war each other.
Yeah, so
we're getting there. We got some people signed up. How many? Probably, 70 people already.
I was looking.
Seems kind of low, but everybody at Project Cadmus is working on their win streak.
It was filling up fast.
Which is like 34 now, something like that.
Depends on how many double entries we have.
Project Cadmus has no losses on their record since they've started, and I think they're at 34 wins.
I think it was 34 the last.
Yeah, their first, their very first battle was a tie, and then they haven't lost since.
We're on 78 people, so we've got a bunch. So with 75, so right now we could at least probably do a 40v40.
Yeah, that could happen easy.
Yeah. So we're assembling all the numbers. Everybody's war. When did you guys start your war?
We are not at war right now.
You're not?
No, because our war ended within an hour of the time we were going to start that war. So we were like, I don't know, we're going to start one, and then we missed the time limit. So we didn't get one started before. It wouldn't have ended by the time we went at 9 on Thursday tomorrow.
Yeah. So tomorrow night.
I think our war ended at just after 8.
So we're going to have to double check with the other leaders to make sure we know when their war is done. But as soon as we hit that 100 mark, I guess we could really put the teams together and solidifying it.
Well, yeah, it'll be fun. So get everybody up and battle.
So I think the biggest trick is going to be getting people there.
As much as I want my crew from Zod to be on my team, I do want to be with. Let me shut this thing off here. I do want to attack some of our bases. I would love to attack my own base. I wish somebody would put it up so I could attack it.
Ooh.
Yeah, like base swapping. I'll put up your base, you put up mine. We can attack each other. That's a pretty cool
That'd
idea.
be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Or you could do some because we can we'll be twitching some of it, I think.
Probably have to, right?
Yeah, we'd have to do like a Twitch event, and there's trivia this weekend. Worm put together a trivia contest. So
What?
yeah, he did Clash Clans podcast trivia.
Oh, I don't know how good I'd be, huh?
Huh? No, it's about the show.
I'm sure
And it's going to be...
I think I'd probably lose that contest.
You probably would.
I don't know if I can remember all that shit.
They're actually pretty good questions.
Huh.
And so that's going to be for a $15 gift card. So the event's it's turning into an event, I think.
Oh. Huh. I'm going to have to try to enter.
No, you can't enter.
Why not?
Huh?
I won't. I'm sure I'm not going to win.
You're going to be like cheating, like looking over other people's shoulders going, huh, what'd you
Scotty,
put for number?
Hey, Scotty, what were we talking about that one time?
Yeah. So he put something together. So we're going to figure that out and put that up.
That's pretty cool.
From Friday to Sunday. Yeah, it's like a holiday or something with the Kryptonian Family Feud.
So what else you got on your list?
All right. How are things been since the name changes?
I've got it now. I was last episode
because I was listening to the last episode.
Okay, you said, "Hey, thanks for shouting me out. Sorry about the long name." I'm like, "No, that's all right." Like, you were just an example of how now I got to learn all these new names. But I've got it now.
Okay,
like, I already figured it out. It's once everybody's on chat a bunch, you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm done."
I always feel like I asked or I realized it, and then I'm like, and I think that's who the person is, and then I'm going, okay, I think this is who this person used to be, if I'm remembering correctly. I still get a big kick out of Mailman just changing his upper M's. I've thought more about changing mine to Britney Spears, my second, but I'm still holding off because I think it could be kind of fun.
Kind of fun.
Oh, but I was getting a kick out of when we talked about how...
You're going to change your name to Dick Breaker.
Like a novelist, superhero detective.
Dick Breaker.
Dick Breaker. You can call me Richard.
Name's Breaker. Dick Breaker.
I've been looking at names a lot more as I'm flipping through, and part of me is like, I'll see one or two and go, I hope you didn't just change your name to that. It's like everybody got a free tattoo. I hope that's not what you went with, and you still have that opportunity.
Yeah, right.
So
you can change it with gems? No, just once. Just once.
Oh, thank God. Because that'd be funny if I was just like, I'm going to play around and I'll just buy some gems, for Scotty age of 7. Completely changed it as a joke and then realized I couldn't change it back.
Yeah, no way. My little nephew just put in some garble, just a bunch of letters, I'm going to change it later. The little kid got his iPod, and boom, he stuck with it. And you're like,
oh yeah.
Oh.
Mash the keyboard.
And so he's got to be pretty happy about that.
Or people that misspell it when they're changing it. I mean, how many Terminators do you see, like, walking around that it's spelled wrong? Or the people that misspell dragon.
Yeah. That's a good one, too, yeah. Little Dragon Master action.
Or Chief.
Yeah, like, Chief. That was
I figured it out.
Yeah.
And then you get done.
E? Question mark? No, shit.
You're like walking around going, yeah, look at this.
Hey, new guy. Hey, you know your name's so wrong. Yeah, I know.
Oh, I have a great idea. Oh, man. So
I think your mailman was pretty good.
Yeah.
Just capitalized it, and then this is mailman, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, man, that just killed me. Speaking of renaming, I don't know if we talked about this or if it was on the Twitch stream, but, everybody's calling these the golem attacks, the cold-blooded.
Uh-huh.
I decided, no, I'm going to change it.
You're just going to change it?
I'm going to change it because I figured if somebody else can name them, why can't I?
Because all right, well they had it.
If some YouTuber decides that that's what it's called, I can rename it.
What about the Boneyard? Remember that shit coming up?
Yeah, which one?
The one I had you come over and take a.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I did an attack.
Oh,
I did the Boneyard today.
Yeah, dragons on a town hall.
Yeah, I'll have to show it to you.
Nice.
I took 99% of it.
You calling it that now? That's what it is. I just
exactly.
Now you want to rename something? That's
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one golem, cold-blooded,
right.
and shattered.
Yeah, you're trying to change something. I made something.
Yeah, no, I'm remaking it.
Okay, what is
in the image? Well, the first one is one golem is going to be called the Paul Abdul.
Oh boy,
straight up.
Where are we going with this?
And then the 2 golem is the Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, okay.
The 3 golem is the Wilson Phillips. And the 4th one's been batted around. The 5th one was either the Backstreet Boys or YMCA.
Who the hell comes with 5 golems? What kind of attack is that? That's not a
DB
thing.
does 5 golems. Mighty does some 5 golem attacks.
That's not a thing.
Well, yeah, it is a thing.
No, it can't be.
No, you'll have to see it.
What else do you have with it?
Wizards.
What? I guess that's actually pretty good.
Just do
wall breakers then?
Yeah.
Maybe a jump spell or 2?
Yeah, at least 1.
No, I guess a lot of heal for the wizards.
Because if they just do a huge wide spread on the golems.
Is it a Town Hall 10 level?
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
well, I've never seen it happen. So
anyways, that's what I propose. I like my name change for instead of cold-blooded, it's now the Paul Abdul.
Paul Abdul.
Yeah.
Take 2 steps forward, and I'll take 1 step back. Because...
Straight up, not telling you. I'm going after your town hall.
Opposites.
Well, you get some moves,
What was
Boneyard.
that cartoon cat's name? MC Skits
yeah.
Cat? Skits Cat? Cat? MC Cool Cat. MC
Yeah.
Scat Cat.
Scat
Scat
Cat.
Cat. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. Skits Cat.
I will...
Swimmy, Swami, Swinson? Swenson. Look on the briefcase. Samsonite. I was way off.
Man. I know that movie. Speaking, I'll just take a little diverge here.
Okay.
I think this is podcast worthy.
What you got?
I ordered Waterworld from Amazon. And
good job.
The extended version.
Did you order it from your account or somebody else's?
No, mine.
Then we didn't get the money still, huh?
No.
Hey, and remember to buy it Amazon. If you're going to buy Amazon, buy it through us.
But I thought, you know what? Look at you had talked about the extended version.
Yeah.
You know, the TV one. I'd never seen it, so I got it.
Awesome.
So I'm looking forward to it.
You can find out what the music is playing, the CD is playing. You can at least find out what it sounds like.
Yeah, because maybe somebody
What's that website where you hold it up and it finds out what new music it is? You know,
Shazam. I was just going to say, like, maybe somebody never Shazammed it.
Well, you're going to have to do that.
Can you imagine? So
I'm buying it. I'm putting it in a car all the time.
So it came with the regular version and the extended version.
Well, especially if you're out on the boat.
So now I'm going to go take notes.
That's the CD that gets played when you're on the boat. Like, I have this. Boom. And who knows what it is? It could be whale sounds or something dumb or the sound of the rainforest. Or it could be,
Oh, yeah. That'd be kind of ironic, wouldn't it?
Could be Thriller. I already had that, so.
Okay. So, have you been raiding a lot?
Japanese electronica? Like, what? What is he listening to on that boat? It's probably, like the theme song to Robin Hood.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's Costner listening to Costner. He's got a CD from one of his own movies, like the soundtrack.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, I'll find out. I'll try. So, the update happened.
Yeah.
Town halls are more prevalent in the range.
In the ranking.
Well, no, when you're like, are you?
What was the new?
Are you like farming right now?
Yeah.
Are you finding a lot of good stuff?
I'm all over the map too. I went down to Crystal 2 and back up to Crystal 1, and just
I went to Silver.
Up and down. Yeah, you're finding loot down there too, huh? That's what everybody's saying is that it's all over the place.
Yeah, I said no more dark troops except for to make some for war, and then all Barch. So if I go in and I can at least, I'll throw an entire army away for 700 dark elixir. if I find something and I'm testing it,
Well,
because
and you're marching for it, so you're just raking in the dark.
Yeah, I'm like with no dark troops, can hit it with a few barch, and sometimes just pick off things. And now there's loot everywhere, so you don't really mind dropping. So I have 2 heroes down.
Really?
I had, I think last time we recorded, I had my king. My king just went down. I was going to save up for it. I had 3 days left. No, maybe that was when it was. I had 3 days left on it, and I had enough for my queen to go to 21. My king woke up, and I had about 12 hours, and I just put him down again. And I know we have that war coming up, but I was like, I'll jam him awake when I need him. But right. I had enough, so I've got. Well, I've almost had them consistently going.
Even if you got to gem it up, you don't want to be walking around with that in your pocket.
Right.
You're just going to lose it all day. Fucking put them to sleep and figure it out later.
Because at least I'll have that, because till after that war will be 4 days. So I'm like, at least he can be down for 4 days before I have to get him up. My queen, I'm going to have to probably gem her awake for this war, but she's got less than. Me too. Because it'll end she'll wake up about 2 hours after war's done. So I'm gonna have to probably go late in the game, wake her up, just based on where we need stars. If it all of a sudden there's no mathematical way possible, I'd probably just
not do it.
Yeah, or go really low and try to put a star somewhere without my heroes. But I'm really liking this.
That's the game, man. My queen's asleep now too. You just wait on it, and if you have to, you fucking gem it out, so you can if it's a close battle, you gotta make it happen.
And if you can keep those 2
Clash for life, man,
those 2 heroes down at the same time is gonna be. It's cutting your hero, if I can keep them down as much as humanly possible, if I can keep raking in Dark Elixir like this for a little while, I can make up a lot of ground.
Yeah.
And just say, okay, I'll opt out for a couple wars, or maybe I'll go in when I know one's going to be finished, that type of thing. But got to be nice 5 weeks from now to have both heroes 5 more levels, instead of 10 weeks from now having.
Well, it's weeks. It's
it's a lot of time.
Christmas time will be great.
I know.
My heroes will be fucking badass.
Well, those attacks now, and
then Christmas time, you're like, oh, I gotta get these fuckers to 30, 35.
I know. Well, but the problem is these war attacks. That time makes all the difference. If you're going up against an Inferno, even, and especially, you see some of those level 40 heroes or really high heroes, and you realize how much difference they make. Or when you first get a queen or a king, and then yours is at 15, and so on my second account with my low king, I'm like, oh wow.
When I got him to 10, I was real impressed with what he could do running around down there.
Look at this.
Yeah, he could stay alive and take out a whole corner, redirect. My dragons all over the place to come in and clean up.
Yeah,
it works good.
And it's been
a couple more barbs, that helps. Those are cannon fodder for a little while, taking shots off of him.
You always hate to do it right when you're around a
it's
whiz
almost
tower.
It's almost like you get a little heal bonus when you hit your Iron Fist,
Yeah,
and you get 6, 8 barbs or something. They're not going to maybe not do a lot of damage, maybe to some ground, wizard or something, some CC troops, but not really defenses. But if you're going in and you're not, there's not other troops around, you're just going after defense, a cannon shoots at those barbs first.
Yeah.
And that's 2 shots each, and there's 6 of them. That takes 12 shots, 15 shots off your king while he's going after it. So it's almost like you're getting help.
And they're boosted, or they're raged, too. So, I noticed a huge difference when I maxed out my barbs, on my main account.
Yeah.
So my second account, I haven't got my archers all the way upgraded.
I don't think
But at least I had to do the barbs first because I had the king. And so they summon whatever level.
You're at Town Hall 8 and you don't have your barbs maxed out right now?
No, I do have my barbs. I don't have my archers maxed out.
Really? Well, I'm going to go look at the laboratory.
Oh, my laboratory?
My laboratory. And see that I got pretty much, well, yeah, I got some stuff to do. Barbs, archers, wall breakers, balloons, wizards, dragons are all maxed. But I'm working on them hogs. I got Valkyries.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's why I want.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can get. Let me check that too. Were we talking about that last time? If I.
Oh no, you can get the Valkyries. You can get golems.
You think so?
I thought you could get golems.
Yeah, I can get golems. Town Hall 8, you could have level 2 golems, maybe. Probably only level 1 golems.
Maybe only level 1. I can't remember exactly what it was because I found out after we had talked about it. But so you could start to do some of those bigger attacks.
Well, you can, because you can finally use the golem.
Yeah.
You can't get one in your CC. So you could really do some lower, you're not fighting a queen. I'm always going against the Town Hall 8, so think of that.
Yeah.
And going,
so you're Town Hall 8 right into Town Hall 8.
with a golem. So you go with golem in your hogs, right? Send him in.
Yeah.
You can pull out a bunch of shit, and you can wail on it, with your...
There's probably a lot of cool strategies. I mean, even if it's just the go wipe or the go wee wee.
Send a hog in to pull the CC and then drop a golem in the corner. And they all just will run right over there and beat on it, and you just pick them off from the back.
Well, they go pretty fast, a little bit lower.
But you're only coming up against, 25, so 5 wizards and 5 archers. It's going to buy you the time. They're going to, it's going to split apart. They're still going after that. You take them out quick with your group of wizards.
Yeah,
That would be.
I got so far to go.
That'd be a good pull.
With that
Town Hall 8, usually, you got a lot of room to work with.
Yeah.
There's not a lot there,
So what are you gonna keep upgrading then? Are you gonna go? Because we talked.
I'm going to max out the hogs.
You're gonna max out the hogs, and then are you going to 9? Or are you?
Oh, I don't know.
Have you decided yet?
No, I've been looking at that a lot actually, but I probably won't. I don't know. I might actually.
I know because I was wondering because the last episode we talked about that.
Well, right now I got my cannons going to full gold, and they will be maxed out at gold, and that's what I'm working on. I don't know.
Okay.
They're only 1.6. The archers towers can go up as well, but they're 2.5 or something.
Yeah. What if it? Would you put them into Velks before you went?
No.
I think one day you're going to love
queen
it.
in the pump. That's the only thing I probably would put on the board is a queen in the pump. Or a queen in the drill.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I would add to the board. And
then
it would still be a Town Hall 8 draw for the most part. Maybe add the walls because it really could bolster it up.
And you get 5 more army space, right?
Yeah.
So you get.
Does that happen at 10? You go up to 240.
Oh wait, no. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no, 9, 10, because you get it's 240.
Right, you go to 220.
Yep.
Yeah, right. There you go. Camps and your lab.
I think I might go.
Your laboratory.
I think I might jump right now.
Spell fact, get another spell, right?
Yeah.
And just put the drill. And the queen out.
Should I do that with Xace?
I think we both should.
What if we just max out our TH? Do we make it a TH?
Rush it all the way to a 10. Yeah, that's a great idea.
You don't think so, though?
Well,
I mean, it would be hard to get loot, maybe, but...
Well, that's the thing. The loot bonus is screwing you by going up. And so you get to a point where you just have to do it. But where do you do it? And now I am in a point where, I really want that drill, because now I got dark stuff I got to worry about.
I could just...
And I can't upgrade my king anymore. So, put the queen out there, get her to 10 real quick.
So I could rush it up to 10.
Yeah.
Put my drills out there, max them out, throw a couple infernos on the board, and
Where would you be on the list?
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, where would I be on the list?
Put all your walls out there. That's that just so you could make big ring. You wouldn't have much stuff, but you'd have them like triple walled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
I'm actually like tempted to do it right now. I mean,
well,
not like I could do it. Like I have 4 builders who have been busy.
You get like an extra 50 walls, like something. It'd be ridiculous. And you don't put any of your expos or anything else out there. So any Town Hall 9 or 8,
because it is kind of like a defenseless account in some ways.
I'm just
or a low defense account.
Yeah, it's just the back half of it, so you get a couple more things. And just where would you be on a matchup? You'd probably be down in the low Town Hall 9s.
Yeah, because the people without any defenses are going way down. So I'd imagine I'd imagine even in the 8s. Because I suppose if I put the Infernos out there, though.
Yeah, you'd be in the bottom 9. You bottom of the 9s.
Wouldn't that be fun, though?
Yeah, because people would go after it. I'm sure the Town Hall 8s and the Town Hall 9s would go after it. And you'd soak up some attacks. Oh, let me go after the rushed base. Like, that's like, oh, yeah. 1 war ago, there was a Town Hall 9 that was second from the bottom. And then a whole bunch of Town Hall 8s above it. There's Town Hall 7s above it.
Okay.
And it had some wooden walls. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and hit it. Kill it. Yeah.
And you could...
One of the Town Hall 7s came just like, hey, can I hit that thing? Like, yeah, go for it.
You get a bigger CC.
Yeah.
So that'd be bigger. More hit points on that.
And plus 30... guys in there coming out of
and
that.
Then I would just...
you'd have 30 defenders coming out of that little base. Yeah. You take forever. Or just all archers. Just take forever to pull them out. And a queen at the end,
Yeah.
That would be nice. 18 archers and a queen.
And then I'll just rename it Britney Spears. And then it'll be perfect. Because it'll make people want to do it more. Like I've talked about, want to hit it.
You want to go for your achievement of defenses and attacks?
I bet, if I made it a bigger target.
Well,
because it's a thrill when you get to go up against like Superman or somebody in an enemy clan.
Bet you can't beat this and point it with an arrow pointing down.
I don't get it.
That's the name of your base. So people will go, I bet I can beat this.
I bet you can.
Yeah. Try my base is your name.
I'll probably misspell something when I was trying.
Try my bass.
Try my bass. Oh, shit. Yeah, is there some other names that you could actually think of that would make people want to hit you more?
My base is unbeatable.
Impenetrable.
Well, probably the one thing that...
a lot of people wouldn't know what that meant.
The thing that our listeners would want to see to hit... Boneyard. But don't change your name to Boneyard because I'll fucking be pissed.
I actually thought of renaming my mini Boneyard Jr.
Oh, boo.
I did for a brief second.
Yeah, a brief second because, think about that one for a day because it's not funny. Yeah.
That was actually when I thought I could buy it with gems.
Oh, I could just buy it with gems. I'm going to change this. Hey, Boneyard, let me in.
Yeah, House of Zod, yeah. Boneyard Jr. is here.
Hey, fan of the stands. They're like, what the fuck? Who are you? Dude.
Like, dude, I'll change it back. You can't.
It's Scotty. Oh, shit. No, he's like, you can't. I can't change it back. This is Scotty. Yeah, fucking right, kid. Fuck you. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Dude,
this is
you're
Scotty.
like, dude, not funny. And I'd be like, what? I'll just save up gems and change it back. You can never change it back, man. So
I'd let you in the clan just to berate you.
I think I was really busy when that happened, so
it's probably good.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing because I just be like, well, if I had time, maybe I'll just change my name and go over to Zod quick. I'm not getting enough gems; it's worth the joke.
Change it to General Zod. You just have to give me your account.
I wondered actually if you would change yours ever to General Zod.
What, player one?
No, Boneyard.
No, I'm Boneyard.
Yeah.
We're under the persona of General Zod in the whole House of Zod.
I came this close to not being Scotty 827 anymore.
Just Scotty?
Well, thinking the gem thing.
Britney Spears.
Yeah. Hey, guys. It does throw me off, though, a little bit with everything. So, have you noticed anything different in the war changes? Or any war matchups, I mean?
No. We're at 8 wins in a row.
We did a draw.
We had a couple harder ones, but...
and then we beat him by 1 this last war.
Yeah, we...
it's been tight.
We're doing good. We had a loss, yeah. We had a bunch of wins in a row and a loss, and now we're back on a roll.
So what's your... Where are you at? Like... I don't know, did you say that?
I think I can see your breath down here.
Yeah.
WBSNT Radio Studio.
Subarctic Studio. But if we go to 2 clans, we haven't talked about names.
Oh, names of the 2... Oh, for the family feud war.
So when we post tomorrow about where...
Saxon violence.
No, it's a K family.
Zod used that way back when we were matching up with each other.
Somebody had suggested that in the leader chat, I think. But what would you... So it's a Kryptonian family war. Any name suggestions?
I don't know. What are the football teams on Superman's home planet? Or not his home planet. What is the name of the football teams back in Smallville? This high school football teams. Like, go watch the movie with George Reeves or Christopher Reeves and see who's playing who, and those are the 2 teams. And whoever's home is whoever you're on, because the House of L and Superman is the home team, and then I'll be on the away team.
Okay.
And what we call it, the Ducky Boys. Whatever the Kansas City Warriors.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was.
Smallville. I don't know. They're probably the Mountain Lions or something dumb. The Cornhuskers. What's in fucking Smallville?
Yeah, Fieldmongers. I don't know.
Fieldmongers.
I have like those couple seasons of those
Eagles or something generic, I'm sure.
Should we pause it and find out?
All right.
Because this is killing me.
All right. And we're back. Smallville Crows. But we couldn't figure out what the other team was, so we'll have to figure that out and figure out. Do you have any other cool ideas for names for the 2 teams? A and B?
No.
The A team?
I was watching like the behind the scenes on Man of Steel, or like they do this fake documentary about the stuff they found out about Krypton.
The one with Shaq?
What?
Steel? You know that Shaq played Superman once, right?
No.
Yeah, well, he played Steel. You never seen that movie?
No.
Oh, you know how Superman, when Superman died, there was a bunch of different Supermen?
Yeah.
One of them was a black dude in a super suit, like a metal suit.
Yeah.
And he had a big-ass fucking hammer, like a sledgehammer, and that was his cool thing, and power suit, whatever. Almost like a Iron Man suit, you know. But it was a super suit. And Superman saved him or something, you know, so he was like, I'm fighting the good fight for Superman, and he was, some dude. And they made a movie about it. Shaq.
Are you kidding me?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's a must-watch.
You got your Blu-ray copy and your DVD copy?
No, I haven't seen it in years and years. Probably you should watch it together and Twitch it live.
That would be so much fun.
What's going on here?
No, I don't know. I was thinking about that. Like, what if it should be? I don't know. I was kind of blank. There was on that Man of Steel thing. There was a thing where they were talking about they worship the gods of the moons or whatever. I was like, maybe a moon of Krypton.
Huh. The 2 names of the moons?
Yeah, there's like 3 moons. I think,
well, then we go into the Kryptonian verbiage and find some words. Strength and honor.
Or we could just...
Strength and honor. And
what if everybody in the clans could write down a piece of their choice for a name? Randomly choose one?
Sure, yeah.
Butter Cheeks.
Yeah, right. Everybody leaves and goes, okay, everybody here? Now, what are we going to decide for? So just make them A and B while people go there, and then they can change them if they want?
Oh, I suppose you'd have to know beforehand. Yeah, I don't know.
We'd all go there and then say, okay, and then everybody ready? All right, let's go to
how weird it's going to be going to a clan where you can only get 5. The troop request thing takes for 15 minutes or whatever it is.
You guys are level 5, right? You guys
we're not.
Still not there.
Yeah,
it's the shit, man. I'm still loving everybody. There's max troops for war, no matter what. So if you can give, and most people can give max troops of what people are asking for. So now I have golems ready. Last war, And we want to go. I got to get rid of these things. And I did terribly last war, actually. I got 0 stars.
Sounds about like what I've been running at. No.
And also, my player 1 is in the SOAS war. So they could get to level 5. They're like, hey, they put a call out on the fans in the stands chat. And I said, yeah, I'll jump over there. I got nothing going on. They got to level 5. We lost, though. We got creamed, actually. It was 45 people, and they got like 125 points of stars.
Wow.
Which is a bit out of 135, I think.
Yeah.
Just massacre. So you're like, go in and get what stars you can. I tried to get a 3rd star earlier and didn't get there with Town Hall 8 and didn't do great. And then I went up high and tried to get a star. I was like, well, it's towards the end. This one hasn't been starred yet. That's all I can do. And forgot 2 fucking spells. I was kicking myself.
Oh, man.
And it's got the screen and everything. And I'm like, okay, it's, the check mark. I've been looking at that.
It wouldn't be stopping me if I... There's the red check mark. I would have got
I'm pretty sure I would have got a star, 50%, had I had 2 more rages to run the dragons around the outside. And it was a Town Hall 9. It was mid-range, but...
At what point did you realize it?
When I got all of my guys out there, like, ready, okay, once they're in range, I'm going to drop a rage. 1 rage? Oh, no! Like, I got to wait for a while, and then I'm going to get beat up. Yeah, it's...
I tried the Boneyard, the two pig dog, because with my heroes down, I thought maybe there's something I can do on a TH9.
Fill everybody in on what the count off is on a Boneyard for troops.
Well, let me see if this is right. Here's what I did, and tell me if I did 2 pig dogs, the rest drags, loons, and the CC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And because I thought, maybe I could be. I suck against 9s in war. I don't know why I'm having a problem.
So you're going after, you're a Town Hall 10 and you're going after a Town Hall 9 with this attack?
No, I've never done it in war.
Oh.
I did this in the wild.
Okay.
Because I tried it out.
Sure.
I wanted to see, and I thought, well, what the hell? I'm busy. I don't have time to be in the game much. So I let my dragons cook. I went in. I took 99%.
Nice.
It was a TH10.
Yeah.
I brought 1 freeze, and was it 1 heal? And no, 1 rage and 3 heal.
What? Well,
and that kept my...
It worked.
Yeah, it did. And then, but I dropped them right where, right in front of the mine, or the wind, the air mine, or air sweeper.
The fart gun?
The whoopee cushion.
Terrible.
And that all of a sudden I was like, oh shit. I
get pushed back by a gentle puff of air.
I haven't been using these troops, but it went through that base. And it was a little bit lower. But I thought I could maybe do this on a 10 and go for a 2-star, and it didn't rely on my heroes.
Get them in there and fuck some shit up. Those guys take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And with the heals, that's different. That's a little different. But you can really keep them, especially if they're clumped up and a bunch of shit's hitting them, keep them healed.
Maybe.
Do heals stack? No.
Yeah, he'll stack.
Oh. We can drop a couple in there. Them overlap anyway.
Yeah, I think 2 heal, 2 rage, and a freeze. Because if you can get in there, you got to funnel them right. You got to funnel them into the middle and get to where that clump of defenses is, because you've always got the 2 Infernos. I try to hit 1 and save the freeze for the backside.
Yeah, so you can get to it.
Yeah, because people put their high hit point buildings in the...
Infernos on multi don't do shit against dragons. They just get there. The dragons just get all the way there. Yeah, max dragons. Meh.
So if I've got heroes down in war, I thought maybe that's something I should try. I wish I had a little room to practice it. Where I could say, all right, it'd be nice to have a war where it's not super close. Like we were going to do a fun war, because the KFAM competition's coming up, and we could try something new. And about, I don't know, 3 hours in, it was pretty clear that they were hitting really pretty good.
Sure.
And people tried some cool attacks and stuff. I did a massive fail, but I didn't feel bad about it. And then it got close. And it was like neck and neck the rest of the time. And then we ended up winning by 1 point.
Nice. Pulling it off at the end is beautiful.
Yeah. Well, people were doing good anyways, but it was just like all of a sudden it's like, maybe don't want to go try something brand spanking new.
Yeah, right. Let's get the stars first.
Yeah, so we've been getting all the XP, which has been nice, but yeah, we're still short of level 5. You guys hit it, huh?
Yeah, we're up past it a little ways, a couple wars now. Yeah, getting all the XP. That's number one, especially when it's tight, you got to get it because you got to get all the stars. And when you're crushing them, you go in and at least get 1 star up high. But we've been pretty much getting all the XP every war
since the dawn of time.
Since the dawn of time. Up high, you're going for you're dumping for like building a 50% army for those Town Hall 10s,
right?
And just running everything around the outside for 50%.
Well, that's why I wonder almost too. Like without my heroes, I could take a giant wizard, giant Valk wizard combo, and put a 1 star on a really high 10. Mm-hmm. And
some wars, that's what you got.
But leave the lower ones for people who can definitely put 2. The lower 10s.
Yeah,
because it can be a lot.
Well, you got to clear out everything below. I mean, that's first couple 3 hours. You get all the Town Hall up to Town Hall 9s and some of those done, and then everybody can kind of sit back and decide who goes where and try for some shit.
Yeah. Because when it comes down to maybe
top 10s, the
maybe
top
the strongest people should be going lower.
Well, and usually the Town Hall 10s lay back or have an attack ready for another Town Hall 10 and go for it, or they'll lay back and see what happens.
Yeah. And when are you hitting in war? Are you hitting at the end?
I always hit at the end. Yeah, I just hit in the last 8 hours, and then towards the end. 5 hours.
It didn't. I
don't have a lot of gems, so I can't. I got to make sure my shit's built.
And you're not putting any money into the game, huh?
No.
When have you? You have before. I was going to ask you about that.
I'm $20 into this game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of. I don't like.
I know lots of people spend a lot of. I got to get some gems on. I'm like
No.
That's why I'm thinking about pushing back up to and getting 2,000 gems.
Oh, okay.
I got to do that. Yeah.
I've been thinking about switching it up to just do no gems, because I've been doing Barch. It's. I don't have to speed up my spell factory. That's where I kind of do the most. Or it's when I see somebody needs a troop and I'm about to get off and I'm just like, here's 15 gems.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. But
when it's 1 and 2, yeah, dink dink. Hogs and no one's around. I don't have any, but here's 5 gems.
Yeah, it's like I need to get my raid in, and I haven't been so bad with that lately. It's like I'll just put one in the Dark Barrack, not on a boost. I don't gem my heroes, I might gem at the end if I need to, but for the most part, I try to plan to.
Last time I spent a bunch of gems was a fucking fail in a war, and I was so mad because I thought it was so going to work so perfectly, and I immediately went again. I gemmed the whole army and the spells and both heroes, and went again and got 3 stars on something near it. It was probably a Town Hall 9, next to it, but I was mad. Fuck that, I'm going in and doing this right now.
Could you imagine if you gemmed it all done and you went in and then you lost connection? You put down 1 troop.
No, I only wore.
That would have been the last day you.
I only wore where I know where I'm going to be. Yeah, where I'm good.
Well, I've been like that. If I do I have this week did a session of barching boost where you just put the 4 things on and it's 40. I like 40 gems. I can get 2 solid hours of just going in, coming back, going in, coming back.
And that's awesome because you can really fucking rack it up. Especially with barching, you come back, you're like, I don't have time
to not update.
I don't have time to not have an army,
Yeah.
But you need to have 2 solid hours to sit down and do it to make it worth it. And it'll make it worth it. You'll get a bunch of shit done.
Yeah, you put in something on
There's
like
2 hours to start a new defense. 8 mil, boom. Or not.
Oh, you can pull in that much?
No. But you think you couldn't? Yeah.
Well, I was
not
making
2 hours. I guess that's ridiculous.
Well, I was making like 30K dark elixir a day.
Yeah,
or even a little bit more.
Going for just the dark elixir.
Just because if I go
You
in
bring
even
wall breakers then?
no.
So yeah, I always have a wall. See, when I do I guess it's not Barch, but it's.
This is on my town hall.
This is
No, this is on my. No, this is my main. Yeah,
Your main, yeah. Yeah, I have four barracks. One's barbs, one's archers, one's goblins, one's wall breakers. Wall breakers are more, but you end up with less because they take 4 times or 5 times as long as everything else. So you get 12 or 15, and then you can send them in, and then the goblins last to clean up. It works pretty good.
Well, see, I just throw everything at a wall. No, I look at it and I go, can I get to the mines, the drills?
Can you get?
I don't care about. I just look at it. I go, can I get to the drills? I'm like, how much dark elixir do I have here? This is what I see in the camp. I go, all right, where are the pumps and mines at? Are they filled a little bit?
Sure.
Then I'm looking at
where are the drills,
and then I look at the ratio, because if it's high, if it's like a lot of dark elixir in low storages, I'm like, well, somebody's been collecting.
So it's in the collector.
Yeah, it's in the storage.
Right.
Based on, because some of them can be misleading. Like you go in and you go, okay, wait, there's going to be a lot in the drills, but it's not.
It's all right. It's all over in the storage in the middle where you can't get it.
And then I basically go right at the drills and hope for a smash into the center. But it's tough because if I've got a couple heals, then I can do it.
Are you using spells?
Yeah.
You just have your spell going normal time with heals in it, so you get to use them once in a while?
I did something bad. I zapped today.
Oh. I don't think that's a. It sucks when it happens.
Yeah, I was like.
But it's totally.
I did something bad. Oh.
It's totally useful.
I tried it.
It's useful, man.
I was like, holy shit. Because I was talking with Illness and Taco last night, and they were talking about zapping, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm going to the dark side. Because here I am, like, I'm barching all over gold and whatever. And I start to, like, just take out people's stuff for fun. I'm like, ooh, I bet there's bombs here. Can I get to the drills? And then I have fun, Then I'm like, I bet there's a bomb here, here.
I win. I got all your stuff, but your king's still alive. I better kill him.
And I don't even,
I got a minion or two. Blop. I'll just wait the minute it takes.
And I don't even bother with the town hall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really care if I drop shields or drop trophies right now. Because if I log off, all I have to do is put my town hall inside, and all of a sudden people just.
And here's the thing: you're done with him. You don't give him a fucking shield, and then somebody else comes in. Oh, look at all that! Fucking, I'm getting it all the way in there. There's no bombs. There's nothing.
Not everything's been set off. Or like if somebody puts a town hall out, and I only stop for like not that much loot. I'm like. You know what? You get this shield for free, basically, because I'm stopping and wasting a few troops, to give you this shield. Like, this is my mentality as I'm doing it. I'm going to set off your bombs. You were that stupid to put your queen that close to the outside. Now I feel like I have to kill her.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. I'm like, I think barching, it's like down the dark path.
That's more dark side than just zapping people.
Yeah. Well, and then it's like, you got 3,000 dark elixir in there? I hate zappers. 5 lightning. I'm like, I'll burn some elixir. I don't care. I'm like, that dark elixir is racking up, so...
That's all you're looking for, man. You just see how you creep around up high and just fucking zap people like crazy.
Well, you think about it, it is a pretty good trade-off. If you can get 2,000 or 1,500 dark elixir out of a storage. Okay, not mathematically.
Yeah, what?
Right, okay, not mathematically. I get it's a really expensive way.
What?
It's a really expensive way to get dark elixir. But if you...
Effective.
Yeah, but it's effective. And if you just let your spells roll in, and so you all of a sudden you have 5, and you can take out a really big one. That's a lot of that's like a couple different raids.
Well, do it,
you know.
and by the time you have 5, you know, only do it when you have all 5. By the time you have 5, you've been barching for so long that you probably made up a good portion of that as far as the expense of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then slammed, sucker.
Yeah.
And then you would
because I have to keep
you get
one
as
of
much
my
dark elixir in one hit, and in 10 seconds than you would in 15, 20 minutes of barching solid.
Yeah,
and you do that for 2 hours.
Especially if it's
How long does it take for one of those to? I don't have
half hour on the lightning.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
mine's only 30 minutes.
See,
now it's not max.
Now I wonder if I shouldn't have got my lightning going to max, because I still have my lightning left to do and my jump spell left to do. But the problem is I've been working on. Well, I've been saving up for my king and queen, so I've been really trying to keep my loot low so people aren't hitting me.
Yeah.
So I funneled it into the walls a little bit, and
well, I don't know. I got a lot of work to do myself. I don't, my right now I've been looting with the loons and minions. Was going for gold, but now that I'm actually onto my Lego walls, it seems like kind of an expensive army. But I'm usually going for gold, and the elixir comes with.
See, I feel the opposite.
I'm trying not to use.
People are like reaching for their phones.
Twitter's blowing up over here. I'm trying to just go for gold, but now I need to go for gold and elixir, or either or both. So if I see a score for either one of them or both of them, I'll go for it. If I can get paid off,
because you can put it into walls.
Yeah, because I can put it either way into walls. So I've been filling this probably half and half of the Lego walls I have are gold and elixir.
Yeah, going back and forth. Yeah, that's what I've been doing too.
Whatever's over, I won't go under 1 million in elixir for armies, for war armies. I won't go under 1 million. And as soon as I get 1 million gold, it's boom, every million I get's going in. And so if I get to 2 million elixir, I'll drop 1.
What defense are you going to work on? You don't have your archers maxed, do you?
No. What defense is next after I get all this wall work done?
Yeah.
Well, I do need to finish off some traps. My black balloon traps are not maxed. One of them is, 1 of 5. But who cares? The blower, I don't really.
I'm going to keep that thing going.
Player 1 is going solid because that thing needs to protect against some dragon attacks down there. But this thing, maybe? Because it's probably the cheapest thing, so I might as well do that.
Well, that's the thing.
It's got to be the archers after.
The archer towers?
Yeah, I got to get those guys up.
So your air D isn't maxed?
My air Ds are not maxed. They're 1 away. But my Infernos are maxed, and my Expos are at level 2. I won't go to level 3 because it's not a very good benefit.
Okay. I think I'm going to do my cannons and get those up. I think I'm at the point where I have 1 more air D left to do. I'm going to keep the air sweeper, the whoopee cushion,
the fart gun.
The fart gun. I'm going to keep the fart gun going constantly because I think that's where you're really going to see it make a huge difference is when it's maxed.
The air or the archer towers and the cannons have the exact same damage per second, and they add the exact same damage per second. So it's archers before cannons.
Yeah, I suppose, but
they're the exact same thing, but air versus ground.
Well, my cannons are like 2 under my.
Get those
tower.
to get them. Yeah, get them.
So I've got I think I've got 3 of my archers maxed. I have the rest of them are just the 1 level, but the cannons are 2 away from maxed. So I have to upgrade.
Finish the tower. Finish the archers.
Do the archers first.
Yeah, finish them. Especially if you have some of them and not all of them. Do those because they're worth more than the cannons.
I suppose. And I can probably do that between the next air sweeper, the fart gun upgrade, because now it's getting longer. So we haven't really seen a ton of these in farming and stuff yet.
What's that? The fart guns?
Yeah, because
They're
everybody's been
upgrading. I run into
because
them.
they've been cheap too
here and there. Well, I guess you probably don't even notice them as much because you're barching, but I'm using balloons and minions, so I've seen them a little bit running around. Yeah. You're like, oh, you're about to drop your shit. You're like, oh, the fucking guy has it right there pointed at where I'm going to drop. All right, well, that's where he thinks I'm coming in. I'm going to have to come in on the other side.
So you play with minions a lot?
Yeah, I'm back on balloons and minions for raiding.
Oh, you're using balloons though too, huh?
Yeah, balloons and three barrack balloon, 1 barrack of wizards. So I get a couple of wizards to come, 4 or 5.
Oh, you bring
maybe.
Wizards, huh?
Yeah, just some ground troops to just do some localized damage.
Well, I suppose then, yeah, you could direct them a little bit. Any hero upgrades?
Yeah, Queen is sleeping on her way to 17. King's still at 15. Yeah. So she's on her way to 20. That's
almost gamble.
That's what the black's going for.
Are you raking it in fast?
Yeah. I'm at 20. I've been using minions, so it's not great. Plus, I dropped a little to go after the gold and stuff. I might have to go up a little higher to.
Yeah, I'm just like
get a little more.
Oh, it's going to be painful.
I got to save what? I got to save what, like 90 to get her up there. I got 20 right now. That's a ways.
Yeah, the last Queen one.
It seems to go fast. I don't know. Once you get it up to 70, then you lose it so fucking fast.
Yeah, it goes fast. Like all of a sudden, you're like, God, I'm really getting up there, and then it's like, I think tomorrow I could probably do it, and then it's 2 days.
Yeah, right. Well, then you're like, oh, I got hit fucking hard. Somebody came in, zapped. Oh, I got zapped. God damn it! 3 times in a row. Shit.
See, and I'll at least like stop by and give you a shield if I can when I zap you.
Oh, sure. Okay. Thanks. Although it's funny seeing people replaying their zap revenges. This guy took fucking 600 dark elixir from me. And then you go back and he shows a replay and he took 300 of each and maybe 1,000 dark elixir. Yeah. Thanks, dude.
It's been and people have. So I just lightning my first time. I think yesterday in a long. I don't even remember.
Dirty zapper.
But then somebody would say, "Here's my revenge on the zapper," and I'm like, "Yeah, you." I'm like,
slowly.
Yes,
back into
he deserved that. I'm like, I'm not sharing any of my replays.
Look what I just did. You fucking jerk. But you know what? It's in your clan. You can put your buddy. Oh, fuck that guy. That's they just agree. Okay.
I was like, wow.
Hey, look what I did. Oh well, fuck that guy. Oh, look at this zapper who's at me. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, it's. But I don't know. And of course I go to barching when the hogs come down in price. When I was kind of going down to hog, and then I decided to barge. No dark troops. But I'm afraid to start using hogs, even though they're cheap, because I might be able to take a little bit more elixir. But it's been coming in so fast.
Well, where are we at here? We got to be.
We're 1 hour 10. You want to wrap?
Yeah, we should probably be wrapping it up here pretty quick. What's the last thing on your list there?
It said Waterworld.
I sent it out on Twitter, I sent it on Twitter. I found a meme app.
Oh, God, yeah.
Here's some talk about taking a piss. Here's some things that we like. New apps that are cool. Meme creator. I'm like, I'm going to do this because I got a funny joke because they were doing meme stuff on the House of Zod chat or whatever. And bam, like, well, this is super meme free. Found it. Boom. How do I do it? Like this and this and this. Awesome. Like, well, that's easy. Boom. My favorite, still my favorite. I did a few of them, but the little girl from Waterworld sitting at the desk playing with the crayons and just looking all smug. And it says, Dryland. Yeah, like I've totally been there. And then of course the next one coming right after it is fucking what is his name in the movie? He's the mariner, right?
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a name. He's the sailor. He's standing there screaming, and this thing, and he says, "Don't touch my fucking crayons!" And that shit went out. Man, that's funny as hell. I played with that for 3 days straight, making funny stuff, and then I haven't touched it since.
He had sent me a bunch of these memes, and he'd been putting them up, and I thought, finally he said, "Oh yeah, I got a new meme creator," or something like that. And I thought, Oh, thank God. I thought he was searching the internet all over looking for pictures. Like, you know, better he would have to have sorted through to find these couple gems. I just
been looking at, Waterworld memes and punch it out there. Oh, I should see if mine made it onto that. Actually, I'm going to have to search everything now.
Should we wrap up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Get a hold of us.
Get a hold of us here at clashclasspodcast.com, at gmail.com, and WBCMTRadiostudios.com, and at WBCMTRadio, and 242...
Clash.
What is the phone number?
42427 Clash.
42427 Clash.
And we have voicemails to get to. Life's going to slow down a little bit for me.
Oh, super big up to Funyun. I've been meaning to say this all episode. Working on the Zod website. Tons of work. Him and Psychotic T, he's doing some graphic designings and things.
Oh, yeah.
And Funyun's working on it. Big up to them for doing that. It's super awesome.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it's going to be coming soon. HouseofZod.com.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, HouseofZod.com. Go check it out. We might even be done by the time this airs.
Very nice.
But there's a coming soon. Something's coming. Soon.
All right, keep Clashy, everybody.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.